Greetings to all Africans around the world, and greetings especially to the Africans in my country, Jamaica. And when I said Africans, I am not talking about those who are born in Africa and don't look like us. I am talking about ethnicity, not nationality. So greetings. And once again, greetings to my African Jamaican. Today is the 14th of August, 2021. There are so many things on my mind, so many things, and it truly pains my heart for the things that I am burdened with. Now, I am addressing my brothers and sisters in Jamaica. My brothers and sisters in Jamaica, where they take the internet to speak some very disgusting things about each other. What I get to find out, we are more of ridiculing each other more than standing with each other. I have seen online where my brother or brothers or my sister or sisters come out and voice their frustration on things that is going on in Jamaica. I have heard my brother come out, I'm gonna call name, really, I'm gonna call name because I need to get this thing straight. I heard Foota Hype came out and addressed many topics, and I heard people bashing him. Yeah? Now, if you don't agree with your brother, if he says something and you don't agree, would you just find means and ways how you can get to speak your gross, what you don't like and what you like, more than you people at it as if you're children? My brother Sizzla, I love my brothers. I love Foota Hype, I love Sizzla, I love Spragga, I love Buju, I love all those who come out and speak their mind. I might not agree with everything, but not because I am not agree with everything, I am going to come out and bash my brother, or my sister may come out and say something that I don't like, agree with, yeah, and I'm going to bash or style my brother. I would love the day when my brothers and sisters can accept each other views. You don't have to be with or or agree with what they say, but each individual have their own views. Even the madman have his own views. And not because people have their views, you're gonna bash them. No one man, should I say, no two men carry the same mind. You might agree on a particular thing, but we don't carry the same mind. So you will have friends or families or whosoever, your neighbor or what. You may know them as a good person, and they may say something that it shock you. You're wondering, did Tom really say that? That's his or her view. No, is not the time. No, is not the time. We're in the time. Right now, it is judgment now. What is going on? See how many things is happening for just a short space of time. So many people has been killed in our country by crime and violence, by accident, and by many, many more things. No one seems to see these things. They have time to attack each other. Brothers and sisters, we're too much of a grown-up to attacking each other. We must put that aside. Leave that to the children. And look, when the children attack each other, after a while, they becomes one again. We are not working hard enough to be one and be that one people with that one voice, because we must understand that the crisis of this country, it is on everybody's doorstep. Yeah? You have the so-called misleaders of the country pretending as if they're doing something right. But if the people cries out so much, why you don't give a listening ear? Why are you, and I'm referring to the Prime Minister of Jamaica, I am referring to the Minister of Security, I am referring to the Minister of Health, and I'm referring to the Commissioner of Police. You are our leaders. You supposed to be our leaders. You supposed to be for the people. We say this is a democratic country. Are we truly in a democratic country? Mr. Andrew, I heard you read the independent speech, but honestly, sir, it is a big charade, and you truly know that it's a big charade. We are not independent, sir. We are not a democratic country, sir. We only speak independence on our lip. We only speak democratic on our lip. But look around and see what is truly going on. Are we truly democratic? Are we truly independent? I heard my brother Buju Banton come out and say a lot of things. A lot of things. Honestly speaking, I don't see nothing to disagree about. Nothing. I believe why people bash Buju the way they do. They don't do their research, and they don't do a lot of reading. Because with knowledge is the key to life. Knowledge, not belief. As the church brought us a belief system, not belief. Buju, you can see that Buju read a lot, because there are some things that Buju say, it is true, but yet still the media, they sensitize Buju, say he is misleading his viewers. Is it really true that he is misleading his viewers? Why are we so bitter against someone that speak against the paradigm of the masses? The messenger was never loved by no one. Nani was never loved by no one. Paul Bogle was never loved. Marcus Messiah Garvey was never loved. Malcolm X was never loved. Dr. King was never loved. Kwame Nkrumah was never loved. Patrice Lumumba was never loved. And I can go on and on and on, because these people speak against the paradigm of the powerful people of the earth. And they murdered these people. Am I passing around misinformation? They murdered these people. Yeah? Emperor Haile Selassie, he stand up in the conference of Geneva, and when he spake, until the color of a man's skin is of no more significance than the color of his eyes, it's gonna be war. That is what's happening now. The more the people segregated is the more the powerful people control the masses of the people. But the mind that you cannot manipulate and control, you destroy that individual. What I get to understand, the farther we stay away from the truth, is the more we hate the one who speak it. I am addressing the leaders of Jamaica. And when I said the leaders of Jamaica, I am not only addressing labor rights, I am addressing PNP too. Because the people of Jamaica have no choice when it comes on to political affiliation, to political parties. We have no choice. We have labor rights, we have PNP, two party. They put two things on the table. What choice we have there? If you put something on the table, two things on the table, for us to choose from either or either, what choice we have? There is no choice there. Choices is when nothing is on the table, and then you choose something that is not on the table, you are going to put on the table. That is choice. I remember when I was a lad, my mother, and I am not scared to say this, my mother used to run behind political parties. My mother used to run behind PMP parties. Yeah? She get nothing. Run behind DK Duncan. Nothing. My father called us a Rasta man, that is, a Rasta man. Because Rasta was a different man in the time when I was growing than now. Asiancy. My father called us and he said, he put up 2 fingers and he said, what's this? And we said, 2 finger, daddy. He put up the fist and he said, what's this? I said, fist, daddy. He said, okay. One thing I want you to understand, don't come and follow your mother. He said, you see this? We too hold them tight. We too hold them tight. Room for rent. When I run out, then you run in. We have nothing to choose from. These people don't regard our sovereignty. These people use the JCF and the JDF as their own dogs to set them on the people. Can you imagine? You're charging people for words. Words, not threatening words. Words. A man use what you'd call derogative term and you find them. Many people use derogative term and you find them. Yeah? Police, soldiers, wounded and killed people innocently and they're still on the job. Look at my little sister. Yeah? In Zinga King. A woman. Can you imagine? Police stop a car. Police stop a car trying to remove a passenger from the car. And the passenger refused to move. And another policeman take out his pepper spray and sprayed inside the car. Who the hell wouldn't get mad? If everyone keep quiet, is not everyone is a sheep. Some people would behave more than boisterous. Some people would want to hit the hell out of that policeman. Yeah? She used word sounds. Yeah? You take her in and charge her for disorderly conduct. But at first, you say you charge her for mask, not wearing a mask. Yeah? And when you take her to the court, $6,000 or 5 days, I guess she in Zinga King didn't understand the procedures or what the judge was saying. It was an illegal trial at that time on my sister. $6,000 or 10 days in jail. And they took her to the prison. And imagine, I can't even wrap my mind around it. It's a female officer who do the job, who do the damage. A woman that should have feelings for a woman because they are the life bringer, the life bearer, and don't have mercy, sympathy to even give her a sanitary napkin. She was treated so biliously. No food from the Thursday. Her mom taking snacks and clothing, and you only take the clothing and you turn back the mom with the snack. You see, police does not serve the citizens of our country. Police destroy the citizens. Mark you. Police officers. I know there is good police officers. I know their police officers are truly doing their job the way they know it. But the majority is corrupt. And if the one in there that is trying to do something good, he or she would be missing. So they have to jump on the same dirty wagon. Police has been infringing upon the citizens' rights for so much hundreds of years now, not just today. We must remember how the police force come into being. We must remember it was created to catch slaves. And we must understand that the JDF, the Jamaica Defense Force, was called the Jamaica Militia. It never called the Jamaica Defense Force, the Jamaica Militia. And that group used to hunt and kill slaves. So these structured, created not on a good or a great foundation to protect lives. If they're created to protect lives, is not for the poor innocent people of this country, Jamaica. I have known people. My father was trimmed by police in the 70s. I wonder if the people understand or overstand or understand what is truly going on. This government, this labor right government, has done the most grievous act on the people of the land throughout the years. What they did to Rasta and what they did in their own constituents. Bomb people, shoot down so many people. Yeah? They do so many things. See, they're going on the land, a sovereign land that was given unto these people, us Jamaicans. Because the Maroons, they are no different than us, the people in Jamaica. We are the Maroons. We are. We are all from that piece of landmass in Africa. Whether we want to come as slaves or we make our own voyage to come here ourselves. When Christopher Columbus came here, he see black people, maroon people. So when I hear this little Chinaman, the Minister of Security, come up on national TV and saying the Maroon don't own any land here. How can a man that is ethnicity, does not lie here, only his nationality, he may born here, I don't know, only his nationality as a Jamaican, but his ethnicity is not ties to this land. We all know where his ethnicity lies. You know what is facing Jamaican people? Jamaican people has not claimed a landmass for themselves. If you tell an African woman, an African daughter that is lack of knowledge, an African man that is lack of knowledge in Jamaica, that they're African. No, I'm not African. But yet still, these people who say they are not African, they can go to England and be an Englishman just by a piece of paper. They can go to America and be an American just by a piece of paper. A piece of paper can change their nationality to another landmass, but they can't see themselves Africans. Wow. That is so mind-blowing, isn't it? Check the levers. There's so many things going on. So many things. From I've been born, vaccine has been going around, and they push vaccine upon the people of the country. Nature, Mother Nature does not give polio or chicken pox or measles. These things created in lab. Misinformation. Okay, I'm sorry if it is misinformation, but anyone that say this is information is because you don't do your research to find out. You can go and look it up. They came in Jamaica here when there was no polio in Jamaica. They have a polio vaccine drive in Jamaica where they give children polio vaccine without the consent of the parents. You believe it went well 100%? You have people have polio from that vaccine. And I want anyone to challenge me, even the Prime Minister. You can challenge me, sir, on that. You can challenge me if you wish. Anybody, they can challenge. Even the doctors, if they wish, they can challenge me. I am a victim of those vaccines. I am. Put that aside. No. AIDS. AIDS is something that make in the lab. Yeah? They test AIDS in Africa. They take AIDS in Africa. You have the Red Cross nurses go down in Africa and inject people with AIDS virus. Anyone that want to prove that again, that I'm carrying out misinformation, AIDS was made in a lab. What we don't understand, nature does not give you something, any form of virus or diseases that the body cannot handle, as long as your metabolism, your body function, your DNA, your immune system, I should say, is in good functioning, it will fight off any form of drugs, I mean viruses or diseases that nature gives. Nature does not burden the body more than it can bear. That's how creation sets up. Yeah? it sets up to correct itself. What puzzles me so greatly, as you people claim that this is a free country, everybody have right to speak their minds. It puzzles me. It bothered my mind. Are we? Are we as a free people can truly speak our mind? Look how many people ganging up on the people that think differently, that see things differently, that do their studies and see things differently. How the hell you want to tell people they are carrying misinformation when you have virologists, lab technicians, doctors, nurses, and other people in the bio world coming out and saying a whole lot of things pertaining to this that is going on. And the system dumb them down. The politician gang upon the people, saying that the people are carrying misinformation. The media houses gang upon the people, saying that they're carrying misinformation. The doctors and scientists and nurses gang upon the people, saying that they're carrying misinformation. And you have wealthy businessmen and women gang upon the people, saying that they're carrying misinformation. No. Politicians. And when I said politicians, I am rounding it to all politicians. And the main politicians that I'm speaking with is those who have delicate portfolios in our country, like the Prime Minister, Minister of Health, Minister of Security, the Commissioner of Police. I'm speaking to you people directly, and the media houses. From earth to heaven, sun, moon, and stars, are people truly carrying misinformation? I have seen where people carrying a whole bag of shit on the media, and it stays there for our children to learn from it and be so damn gullible. You allowed it. I have seen where men and women, young people, put some real terrible things on the media, and it stays there. But as long as someone trying to educate you pertaining to something that will destroy you, you remove it. Are you kidding me? And then you come in and then you come stand on your podium and talking about we are free, we are a democratic country, unless it is something different. This is not a democratic country. This is not a free country. This is not an independent country. And we must stop telling people these damn garbage that we are free and we are democratic and we can voice our opinion and all these things. How the hell when we voiced our opinion, even if it is misinformation, Let people sieve it for themselves. Just as though you can allow bullshit to stay on the media and it don't remove. Just as though you powerful people allow books in the library and in the schools that teaching us history, and it goes no place near true history. No place near true history. If you can lie telling us history, why the hell we must trust you people to angle our affairs? And we don't expect one day you're gonna gang us up and take away our rights, because it is happening. One time I hear it was illegal for business places to tell their workers to take the vaccine. You can't force people to take the vaccine. Now business places are telling people to take the vaccine or they have no jobs. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I heard men that do landscaping. Landscaping, you're working outside. I have a friend, a close friend, a brother, I should say. He do landscaping. He's supposed to get 2 healthy contracts. And they tell him when him get the vaccine, him can get the contract. Why the hell you want to force me to put something in my body that you, the Prime Minister, you, the Health Minister, you, Minister of Security? Hey, listen me. Wanna study this thing thoroughly? Wanna study it thoroughly? You see what is going on all over the world and you don't hear it over the news? As long as it ties in with this vaccine, you don't hear it. The media house close their mouth. But yet still, they're supposed to bring to us what is going on in the world and in our country accurately. Why? You want to pay people to take this thing? In all my life, in all the vaccine that I have known circulate throughout the world, no one has never yet get paid unless they voluntarily to be a test subject. What do you know, Mr. Prime Minister? Mr. Health personnel, Mr. Security personnel, what do you know about the Tuskegee project that went on in America, in Alabama, where they give over 300 black men, they vaccinate them with syphilis? Misinformation, ain't it? I'm sorry. I can't help it. Misinformation. You always jump to it and say misinformation. These over 300 men, these men that they gave the vaccines, they tell these men that they were helping them. And when these men go back to their separate places, go into them girlfriend or many girlfriend or them wives or whatever, babies start born with half a face, no hand, no foot, cripple the wombs of the female. And when they seek help from elsewhere, the system, the controllers tell them don't help them. For 40 years, 40 fucking years, these people stay without medication. And it ravaged through the black community. And then Bill Clinton came out and apologizing on the behalf of these people. Are you fucking kidding me? You want to kill people and then you come out and then you apologize? Mark you. This is one thing I know for sure. We the people of the world and of Jamaica is going to hold the FDA accountable. We're going to hold the WHO accountable. We're going to hold CDC accountable. We're going to hold the politicians accountable. We're going to hold all who involved, the media houses and everyone that is involved in this taking over, in this monstrosity, in this siege, in this. Why you think the people is going to trust you when history and the person that who will knock me is the people that don't know their history? Even the book where them reading at them church say, if my people lack of knowledge, them perish. Let me tell you something. Knowledge give inspiration. And I heard a whole lot of people in church who believe that they're inspired. And without knowledge, that's not inspiration. Because these pastors, these man and woman that stand on the pulpit are not educating the people. Judgment for no. The tithes and offering we wanna get. Tithes and offering is not for pastors. Remember that. Tithes and offering is for priests. Read the Bible carefully and see if you ever see where the Bible ever speaks of tithing and offering must go to the pastor. It's the priest it must go to. You know why? You know why? A priest is rounded. A priest studied for 40 years. A priest can deliver a child, a baby. A priest know current affairs. A priest know history. A priest know a little bio. A priest knows just about every little thing. A priest can educate you. And when I said educate you, I mean in maths, English, whatever, science, Spanish, French, whatever. They can educate you because they study for 40 years. How the hell a guy and a girl will go study for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year and come out and only I tell the people them Bible and I come tell the people them say with Jesus everything okay? Are you friggin' kidding me? Me want you show me which group of people Jesus ever help. I mean, I want to point me to no Bible. Point me to all the events that is taking place now on the earth. And we went in the past. When black people did I go through them slavery over them 400 years, where was Jesus? Where was that man? Yeah? When the police them are brutalize the people them in a Jamaica and elsewhere, where Jesus there? When them that trim off the Rasta man them head, where Jesus there? When them did a massacre down a Western Kingston, where Jesus there? No, you see, Uno, I believe Uno truly know the truth, honestly. Not necessarily to current affair or to what's going on now, but within even the religious era. I believe in a truly no. Because preachers taking money under the table to comfort the members in the church. Not only in Jamaica. Yeah? But you will have one and two preachers who will come out and speak against these things. I salute those preachers. Yeah? I salute those preachers. Those preachers are revolutionary. Those preachers are educators. You have teachers and you have educators. Teachers truly don't want you to know the truth. They will never tell you the truth, but an educator will. And let me tell you something. We the people gonna hold you accountable. And back to my people in Jamaica. If we gonna snap at everyone that come online and say something that you're not agree with, don't tear them down. There is enough room for teaching, for educating each other. There is enough room to educate each other. See what goes on? I heard that Haiti got another earthquake. Haiti got another earthquake. But you see, the Haiti saga, it's another topic. Because I heard preachers, Pat Robertson, that old swivel up white man, on an interview with the last earthquake that Haiti got, or the earthquake before this one now. He's saying because the Haitian make a pact with the devil, that's why they are suffering. I want to know who make pact with the devil. Them are the Haitian. The politician are the Haitian. The doctors are the Haitian. The minister of health are the Haitians. The minister of security are the Haitians. Who make pacts with the devil? That is another topic. I am out. I am out. Brothers and sisters, boys and girls, stand up together. Remember, we are the government. They are the civil servant. They are not the boss. We are the bosses. We must learn that. We put them in to angle our affairs. But we must understand again that this so-called independence, the Jamaica Defense Force and the Jamaica Constabulary Force is not for the Jamaican people, it's for the Queen. It ties to England. We must understand that labor right and PMP is not for us, the people. They're for the Queen. This is why we have a guy called the Governor General. They talk to him. Him talk to them. Him are them boss. People, let us do some research now. Let us do some vigorous research now. It is there on the internet. You can go on the web pages like the CDC web page and some other web page where you can see, hey, yo, people, what happened to them? You don't stop fighting one another now. How we are going to make it if we are fight with one another? You believe them no love to say we are fight with one another? I feel them joy that when we fight with one another. No wise up, no brother. No wise up, no sister. No wise up, no man. Wise up, no woman. Make the universe can rejoice and repower we again, no man. Make the universal law that we can use it, no man. Frequency, vibration, law of attraction, and energy. Make we use it, no brother. I feel we think that, I'm out. Stay safe in this crazy time. Love you all.